first of all, I was very comfortable with her. And when I got uncomfortable and when I told you about it, you still didn't seem to understand that I felt uncomfortable. You understand? I had brought up I had told you severally about her, hadn't I? Severally, hadn't I? So when I got too uncomfortable and I told her, bro, you need to step before I get angry. Now it has become, you've become a nuisance. And when I get angry, you won't like it. If I tell you about this once, twice, three times, I tell you, no, this chick is getting entitled, and on the third time I get angry, bruh, that's not my fault.
To just clear this once and for all and to make sure that this never comes up again, and so that you do not also say that again, I'd want you to ask for a proper apology. Or I don't know, what do you think you should do? Because a flower is not even, as in you need to be very genuine here. You need to address that issue and with her, sort it with her now.
I, Nathan Kimani, commit to you, Jacqueline Anjikonjoroge, to listen to you, to hear you, to respect you, to be honest with you, to adhere to your advice, especially when it comes to alcohol, because I've drunk half my adult years and it's something that has been in the family.
Nathan, Moya Kimani, I will try my best to always discuss when I have a problem rather than bottling it up and exploding at the end. Every time I have a problem, I will bring it to you and not to anybody else. I promise to also give you time and to listen to you and to give you attention whenever you need it, and whenever you cannot get it outside there, I'll be available for you.
My name is Marianne Imani. Welcome to Freedom Lounge, where we work together to bring healing and transformation according to Psalms chapter 2, verse 3.
Welcome back to Freedom Lounge, where we experience healing together. And we have been having a very candid conversation with Jackie, who is Nathan's wife. So in the meantime, Nathan has been doing a very intense exercise where he was basically expressing himself as far as his roles and titles are concerned. I know it's been really intense, but let's have him here and see what he has to say about his marriage. All right, welcome, Nathan. And I have something here that was mentioned quite a bit. As you can see, we are well endorsed with a drink. Welcome back, Nathan. Tell me how it was expressing yourself on the roles that you were given.
I just basically revisited a lot of things that I guess I haven't experienced for a while or bottled in for a while. It was eye-opening for me. Plus the photos, and it was something.
Yeah. Which one was most intense for you?
Definitely my parents.
Yeah.
And my parents. And I guess my teenage life. Yeah. Because those are two instances that were really a curveball on my life, or it was like a crossroad. Yeah. Okay. It was just there's a lot of heavy things that happened during teenagehood and after my parents died. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you've carried them till today.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want Freedom Lounge to do for you?
Wow.
From that perspective.
I guess to help me realize my self-worth, to tone down my attention-seeking skills.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear your wife talk about your attention-seeking?
No, I just know she complains about it a lot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, just to explain a little bit, it's something that I'll say I've practiced over the years, because in primary school, after my both my parents had died, I was a singer. Yeah, so I was that kid who start the national anthem and sing in church, you know. That's in primary school. Then in high school, I was a dancer. I used to attend all functions. Yeah, CU, I'm there. SU for Catholics, I'm there. SD, I'm there. Muslims, I'm there. All functions. Just to, you know.
You must have been a very energetic kid.
Very.
Yeah.
And you know, I was tiny. Then there's nothing much about me.
Talk of being tiny, just a bit. Someone mentioned to me that you do not like eating. Were you tiny because you did not like eating?
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with parents. It's just genetic. Because, not genetic. My dad never liked eating. My mom was a slow eater, so I'm a product of both. I'm a slow, not like eating person.
So how is it that you do not eat and you consume the alcohol you consume? Doesn't that affect you big time?
Yes, but generally, I like fluids. Like back in the day, I used to blend my food, like not even to try to taste good.
When you were how old?
Well, even we were together even when I was doing this.
Tell me about this. Yeah. First finish.
But then I met a dentist who told me that if I don't practice chewing, that I'll have a weak jaw and stuff like that. But it was basically, you just serve me the food as it is, and I just put it in the blender and drink it instead. As it is, like not at a smoothie.
Explain to me this. So you were he was blending your food.
He was blending his own food. I was not a part of this.
I mean, when you cook food, he would blend it, basically.
He would love blending his food. He loves taking raw eggs. He will put eggs in it. It was disgusting. Literally.
Raw eggs in it.
If you had cooked rice, beef, probably some greens, he'd put some yogurt, put an egg inside it,
Ice cream.
Put raw spinach, put ice cream. It was disgusting.
Basically, it's a whole meal. I needed just to take one.
But
500 ml. And
I didn't see him do that often. It was
because the
like
blender
6
broke.
times. No.
Yeah.
No, it didn't break. It was 2 years. I had that blender for 2 years. Yeah. You just started eating.
After the dentist told me. I guess I took those things. What are they called?
Was it a dentist problem or a nutrition problem?
A nutrition problem.
Yeah. So did you see a nutritionist?
Yes, I saw a nutritionist.
Yeah.
Who also told me I'll weaken my digestive system if I only take blended food. Like I need to, because like for example, he really broke it down and said like starch is digested by xylene, which is in the mouth by the tongue. So if you swallow it, it's a complete waste.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Have you realized when you eat githeri and you don't crush the maize, inatokanga ikiwa full.
But let me ask you, why is it that you do not want to digest your food from the mouth?
I used to find it as too much work.
Yeah.
Especially like ugali or chapati. It's just too much work.
I see.
And then you have to finish a whole plate. That's like 2 hours of your day per meal.
Let me ask Jake, but I have an honest question. I find that you don't like eating in the bar because you want to have a lot of attention. You want to talk to people instead of having that meal. Because most of the times I'm arguing with you because I'm telling you, kuje ukule alafu urudi uende uongee na wao. But at this minute, no, not right now. Let me first finish this story. Let my story die. But when we get home, you're normally so hungry. You tell me I'm dying of hunger, and you actually do it. And when you take your break, you actually add around 6 to 7 kgs within those 21 days, because you do eat during that time. So before it might have been a nutrition problem, you didn't want to eat, but I believe that right now unakulanga ukitaka kukula. True story?
Yeah.
Thanks.
But my dad used to do the same thing.
About, I love your wife's observation, because I talked to your sister yesterday. I gave her a call, like I needed a background information about Nathan, and she mentioned about Nathan not eating. That's where I got the information that he hates food. But she also referred to the father who
didn't like food.
Yes, and just what you say there, that when food. So apparently, tell us about it. The food would come. Your dad would order meat.
Yes.
Then when it's there, he disappears.
He's going.
And then
he goes
tell us
to.
about that.
He'll go talk to the fans, to the manager, to the waitresses, to the watchmen. You know them. There are no selfies or something like that. But he'll keep himself busy. Then he's just watching you guys from afar. Then when you guys are just about done, he comes and eats his 3 pieces of meat with psych, and then calls the waiter, maji ya kunawa na toothpick. Hiyo nyama ilikuwa tamu sana. That's how my dad
So
was.
did you learn
There's
from
a
him?
time I learned
Did you learn
that,
through
yeah.
like observing him, or is it really genes? Because I think it's basically through observation.
Probably through
you
observation.
observed how your dad used to behave around food,
Yeah.
and then you took it up.
Yeah, and you know, he was even in the house, because he was very talkative. Like I remember Sundays before we go out for, because he used to have gigs every Sunday. He used to like fried meat and bread. But he'd make sure when you come from church, he's invited as many people as possible, so that he eats the smallest portion, and he's the one talking the most. That this is even after he stopped drinking. It's just it was his thing. But he loved tea. He'd take like 4-5 flasks of tea per day. He loved beverages basically. Yeah.
So now,
And I guess I'm the same one.
yeah, you're the same. But then when you fast for 21 days, no alcohol for 21 days, you
Yeah.
add quite some good weight.
Yeah.
And Jackie seems to love that.
Yeah.
I don't look like I'm not. I look like I'm not feeding him at the moment. I look like I've been eating alone.
So earlier on, Jackie mentioned to me that your friends are not people she can vouch for. Why is that?
Right, okay. Really?
Do you have friends? Mention them. Mention them.
And then I forget some, and then they start catching feelings for me. Okay, it's because I have a very
mention names.
yeah. It's because I have a very, very high turnover of friends. As in, I think I have like 6,500 contacts.
Huh?
Yeah, and if I just search bro, they're like 1,000. Just bro. Like I meet you, just have a drink, you become bro. You know, so I really have a high turnover of friends, and so I don't
Does
know.
that mean you also like tend to trust easily?
Very easily, and it's messed me up, of course, a lot, very easily.
How has it messed you up?
Well, marriage-wise, I've had strangers living in our house for the longest. Like, when one leaves, another one comes. You know, she might go to work, find some random person in the house. You know, who refuses to go home, so it becomes an issue.
Refuses to go home.
Yeah, basically, it's just we'll give
They
an
get
excuse.
comfortable.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
You know, and her, she's not comfortable, not because she doesn't like people. It's just there's that level of privacy, and especially if there's a child in the house, and then it's somebody we don't know that much. So yeah, it's just I just have a high turnover of friends. I guess I'm a clinger.
Jackie, how do you feel about the friends that come through and spend over and refuse to leave?
Let me start from where he says he's a clinger. You find that JB has just met somebody randomly today, and when you're going, I love you, and I'm asking, how do you love? And do you even know his second name? Why are you loving him? Why are you loving on him? So I tend to think that I don't know if it's that, but because everybody he ever loved did not stay long enough, he's ready to love anybody at any time. So if we're doing this, let's do it now, and now, not tomorrow. I keep on complaining his phone, just type bro. Just bro. It's everybody. Somebody says bro, Tanzania, bro, I don't know where, bro. And fine enough, his brother is not even saved as bro in his phone. Most of the time, he doesn't remember who it is. And I'm like, hey, babe, uni nani nimesave bro, bro. The last one was bro nini, bro karibu sijui na wapi. And he's asking me, I tell him, now how am I supposed to know? You should have asked him his name before you saved it. So it's just the tendency of you've already, I don't know, you just tend to cling on to people, and people who are not even there to help you at all. They're there for the hype of the moment. Yeah, for the fun time, the hype of the moment. So when it comes to people in the house, I am usually furious. I'm so mad. The first day I'll say, okay, all right, Jackie, breathe. We can get through this. On the second day, I tell him, I want my privacy. I want to sit down on my chair. I want to feel free. I want to feel like I'm in my house. I don't want to feel like I'm in jail in my own house. Second day, he'll tell him to leave. 3 days later, you hear a knock on the door, and he's back. Whoever he tells, I'm like, okay, dude, I need you to tell him very clearly, and do not send me to him, because I did not bring him. Did I bring him? Is he my friend? He's your friend. So you go and tell him to leave and pack his things and leave. But it will take him a month and then you're back to the same.
Cycle.
Yes, cycle, yeah.
So 0 to 10, how would you rate how you feel
About that.
about that? The visitors that stay in.
Right now, honestly, he has really changed, because before, I think that there's a time we used to live in Athiriva with like 8 strangers in the house. So right now when I'm dealing, right now when I'm dealing with one, I can deal with
And you're
one.
feeding all of them.
Yes.
And you're getting them all, you're still getting them.
Yes. And now, because, let me tell you something, the other thing that makes you want to have strangers in the house is because they give you attention more than I do give you attention. Because now when you're complaining, when you're complaining, I normally tell myself, if I give him attention, he'll continue complaining. So, Jackie, shh, wait for him to calm down. He's drunk at the moment, let's talk tomorrow. But now you see, this stranger needs to live in this house. This stranger needs to eat food. This stranger needs to beg. Lazima alambe. In other words, lazima alambe. So this stranger will tend to give him attention. Yeah. This stranger will tend to tell him it's okay. This stranger, when he's complaining, he'll be there for them. No, mi najuanga, hizi ni stories za jaba za JB, wacha akimaliza atanipata wapi pale. So most of the time, for them to be there, he feels that he needs them there because they're giving him attention. Yeah.
From, I'll still ask, right now, currently, from 0 to 10, how's the frequency of that happening?
3.
3 out of 10.
Yeah.
And it used
11.
to be? 11.
Before it was 11 out of 10.
Good job. Give him a high five for improving. And next time I want to hear it's at 0. I think, doesn't he deserve a rose for reducing?
Yes,
because now next should be?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, for reducing your attention, friends. Your attention deficit situation of friends. Here you go, in the house. No, on the regular, like yote. There you go. It's a white rose. Yeah.
It's for peace, Amma.
Not for peace. There shall be no peace in this relationship. There shall be no peace in this relationship. It's just a flower.
Definitely, she hopes that it will go to 0.
Yeah. Sure.
And then, what would you want from her for it to go to 0?
I can't say attention, so.
Why can't you say attention, JB? Or do I call? Let me refer you to Nathan. I'd rather. Why wouldn't you ask her for attention? In marriage, we learn, we unlearn and learn on how to please each other and to be there for each other. But why wouldn't you say attention?
I guess either probably of late she's been very exhausted. I guess so. She'll just lie on the couch and black out to a movie, or like intentionally she'll put a rerun or something she wrote before and just sleep. So yeah.
So the attention is actually going lower.
Yes, but I am learning to just watch TV as well, just with her next to me, and I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, but what would you rather? What's your ultimate prize here?
Just a little bit. Like let's just even vibe for half an hour, then black out. Because we have stories for days. Actually, for days.
So you just need half an hour.
Yeah, and when she blacks out, my post-play minutes they end in a week, 400 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll just call people and talk and talk and talk. And after that, I start WhatsApp calling people and video calling people. My phone runs out of charge. I'm exhausted.
But she also mentioned that she'd rather have a conversation with you when you're sober. So
thank you.
Yes. Okay. So also depends. When you're in the house, then if you really want to have a conversation, like the 30 minutes, and she's very tired, what do you need from him?
All right. First of all, the reason let me first ask you a question. Did I give you attention before? Has it become worse?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason at times I don't want to have a conversation is because the conversation we're about to have with Tipsy Nathan is going to end in an argument. I'm going to end up pissed, or you're going to end up pissed, or we're going to get into an argument, because it's not really a conversation, it's more of a confrontation, because now you're lit. You understand? Because at times, when somebody, especially ikifika level flani, when somebody's really lit, seeing either story that jabba or the conversation we're about to have is not one we're going to have when we're drunk. Understand? Haisaidia mtu. So I keep on telling, if you want to have a conversation, let's all calm down, let's be sober, let's try tomorrow morning. And I usually do try that morning, we do discuss, and I do try my best.
Yeah. So she says evenings she's tired, and evening you want to talk, but then again, she's very tired. So are you up for it in the morning?
Yeah, sure.
Is he up for it in the morning, or
Yes,
is there anything you'd want?
Yeah. It's even at night. I'm actually very open to conversations at night. But if it's a conversation we're going to have, it has to be a very sober one. You understand? Because when the reason you're even it's Zinaisha is because you're hyper. You know, he has energy for days, and you can imagine there's me, my introvert self. Now this one is too hyper for me. The stories it's giving me, shikanishi siko huko. So he's already too hyper, and he sort of feels like, no, this one needs a nap now. That's when you start making your phone calls.
Yeah.
Because now you have energy. You already have energy. You've added energy drinks. You've added everything. Now you are now Superman. Superman anyway. But I'm really actually very okay with having conversations. And you know, I mean, napenda kuongea. Conversations at night, anytime, even when I'm exhausted. If it's a conversation of that tunaweza ongea, me, I'm easy. Kabisa.
You just need to be sober that time. and look at her in the eye. And just tell her stuff. Where did you meet this very beautiful woman? Where did you meet her?
Koinange Street.
What was I doing there?
I'm serious.
It's a true story,
She
though.
was working.
How was I working? You're about to.
I don't know. Yeah,
Wapa kuna top floor.
Koinange Street, and you are working.
Where was I working?
Can't remember.
Wow. Wow, Nathan. Wow. As you quit Nathan.
Yeah, she was doing karaoke.
Yeah.
She caught my attention because everyone was saying hi to me, and I don't know whether she was pretending or it was true. She had no idea who I was. So she was asking the friends, like, what does it do? Is he a musician? Then it's like JB, it's like JB Minor, the musician, or it's like, who? Comedian? I mean, I don't watch comedy, that's what she said. And then I think she later Googled me or something. Can't remember that. When's the second time we met? I don't know. Probably I stalked her. Knowing me, I probably just stalked her. Yeah.
Yeah, you started stalking me. You started coming to all my karaoke's. And now I knew your name then. Now I could actually pronounce it right.
Although, funny enough, I've always had a liking for karaoke. But I've never had a liking for karaoke hosts apart from Hannah. But I've always had a liking for karaoke since back in the day.
Yeah. And I think I want you to give her a rose for being herself. She was truly herself
That day.
the day you met her. She didn't have to pretend to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is who she still is.
Yes.
You married a girl who is herself. She knows she's very self-aware.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Thank you.
I don't think has she changed?
No.
Was it you who gave me this rose flower? Now give it to me nicely. Thank you. There you go. Thank you.
All right. Tell me, how
She changed, no.
how does she show up in the marriage? Both strengths and start with the weakness. Speak from the heart,
Yes.
not from the head.
Yes, true. She also has, okay, these are her friends, but they are friends who are very one-sided. You know what I'm saying? So whatever Jackie tells them, it's gospel truth. So we have grown to hate love each other for the 6 years, actually. You know what I'm saying? On the other hand, my people, like my good people, like my relatives, my sister, my nene, whenever I give them a story, then they'll call to confirm, like, hey, this dude has told us, ni kweli. You know, nah? So, but for them, they're just like, and for them, their advice is always leave that guy, leave that guy, leave that guy. For me, mostly, especially like my cousin, and so my sister and my cousin Nathan, I guess Kim, they're always like, hey, you guys, you're sure, man? I think she's the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I've dated a lot of them, you know. So,
How many women have you dated? You say a lot of women.
yeah,
How many?
I can't count. As again, I'm
100.
no, no, but I'm really not sure because again, I've not been single my adult life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I started dating from twin, not crushes, like seriously dating, like going out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in high school, I used to have a girl in every high school in Nairobi, every major high school. In Nairobi.
Yeah? Every high school.
Yeah, every major. Like I had someone from Kianda, someone from Cubs, from Chalks, from like that.
Sounds like you're quite polygamous.
Not polygamous, it's just it was just
Attention seeking.
So then it was a bit in a sense, but then after then I became a serial dater.
Yeah.
I think if I sense you're about to break up with me, I
Yeah.
start dating. So that when we break up, I just switch immediately. I don't.
yeah.
I'm not even a minute single.
Afraid of being alone.
And it's not in the current though. Don't say I don't. I never
I didn't.
use.
Sorry, I didn't.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you're in trouble, right? Okay. So now, and what do you say about what he says? If you
I'm going to be a bit defensive here, or I'll just say it as it is. I quite don't like sharing my struggles. Kabisa, my mom once told me, Wajiko, one day you'll die at a corner alone. And whatever problem you have, it's something that I can actually fix, but you won't tell anybody. But my close friends are people who have seen me at my worst. They have seen me cry because for them, they give me a shoulder to cry on. And they tend to hurt on my behalf. You see, for me, I will cry, forgive and forget and go back home. But for them, they tend to carry, you understand? They tend, it's like, because if I told my sister the problems that I go through or I go through with him, my sister will be at the same position probably. I wouldn't lie. It's because I've never told her. My mom doesn't know. These are the people I'm closest to, and they're like 2 or 3. I think they're actually only 2 people. There are 2 of them, but they've seen me at my worst. They've carried me up. I was down and out, and they were really there for me. So when I went, whenever I go back, whenever I go back, they hurt on my behalf. Yes, they really, really hurt on my behalf, and they're still mad. Even they're mad at me to some point. They don't even talk to me. Then they realize, okay, she's still my friend. Let me go back. And I keep on telling them, bro, you chose me as a friend, so here we are. We are going to struggle through this together. So they don't actually talk. They don't tell me to leave you, funny enough. That's what I want to tell you. They have never, because I made them understand this is my situation. It doesn't matter what I do. What I need for you to do is to hold me when I'm crying. And when I'm done crying and I want to stand up and go back, just be there.
And that's what friends are for.
Yes. So be there. So I have actually...
They hold you when you cry.
I have tried to teach them not to hold a grudge against you. Kabisa. And that's why you see them, they really try to hang out with you. Honest truth, don't they?
Come back to Freedom Lounge, where we experience healing together. I need healing, you need healing, and they need healing. And that's why we have Jackie and Nathan at the couch, and we are just having a heart-to-heart conversation about marriage. Why do you check his phone?
I have a very good answer to that.
Tell me.
This is 6 years ago when we got into this relationship. He basically never used to go through his WhatsApp, so he used to have me as his PA go through his messages and reply them for him. True story?
Yeah.
So why do you want to change that now?
Well, I have nothing to hide, but...
It's a good question. Why do you want to change that now? So what are you trying to hide now?
No, not to hide. It's because
What has changed about you now that makes you not want to?
What has changed about her? Because she's become insecure. Like, if she suspects, and my language of love is talk touch, I'm those kind of guys. I hug people, I don't touch them, I'm not touchy, but I'll hug you. I'll tell you I love you. Even if we talk 5 times a day, I'll still end up answering. Affirmation basically. So you'll find I'm having a conversation which is very platonic, sometimes it could be godly. And I'll probably start the conversation by hi dear, and that would be like smoking alarm for her, and then she'll reply and delete and block this person. And she's done it severally. Like there's someone we were working with, and she felt that we were too comfortable with each other, and it had never crossed our minds, as in, because I used to even call them mom and call her mom, you know what I'm saying? In my head she was like a sister. But then again, because of the friend's influence, we were out somewhere and she was like, what are they discussing? Like on the sideline, you know what I'm saying? I can't even remember what we're discussing anyway. It could be work related. And she took my phone, she texted us, said, I don't think we can talk anymore because it's affecting my relationship with my wife. And she deleted the number and she blocked.
All right.
So she spoke on your behalf.
No, JB, no, hold on. This is what I did, and I want to explain. First of all, the way you tend to talk to ladies, you are not the problem. It is you making them the problem. Okay. You understand?
Or like I lead them on.
You lead them on, and then when they come on to you, you have no idea what's going on. But it is your fault. It is not even their fault. It is your fault. Because you tend to...
You need to be self-aware that you're leading them on. That's what you meant?
Like you said when you said, what was the name? You said you cling. Clinging onto somebody. You cling, right? You cling. And no, I had you delete her number yourself with your hands. Because I first of all,
the difference?
Listen. First of all, I was very comfortable with her, and when I got uncomfortable, and when I told you about it, you still didn't seem to understand that I felt uncomfortable. You understand? I had brought up I had told you severally about her, hadn't I? So when I got too uncomfortable, and I told her, bro, you need to step before I get angry. Now it has become you've become a nuisance. And when I get angry, you won't like it. And actually waited for 4 days and I told you, you decide. You delete her number, you block her, or what else do you want? Because you have given her, she was so entitled that she will come to my house and demand that he drops her back in her house. Understand? Yes, that's entitlement. He will get lots to go to work so he can go and pick her up from her house so they can go to work together. Is that not entitlement?
It is.
Thank you. So when I tell you about this, if I tell you about this once, twice, 3 times, I tell you, no, this chick is getting entitled, and on the 3rd time I get angry, bruh, that's not my fault.
I thought I owed her because she's the one who got me the job. So
but I keep on telling you to stop licking their feet. You deserve the job. You'll get it. You don't need to lick anybody.
You're enough.
Yes.
In that corner. Sorry? You're enough
you
for it.
You don't need to lick anybody for anything.
You're enough.
Yes. You're quite enough. Yes. Have I complained too much?
No. You're speaking for many.
So we still don't talk. So
how did that go?
We were co-hosts. So of course now I can't go back to co-host with her because we're not talking. So well, it's no love lost, no love found.
May I?
Yeah.
Please say.
They also did not want to acknowledge you. You understand? I keep on telling you, everybody needs to understand that you are worth it. You understand? Because at this time, it was you spending to give them views, isn't it? Were they spending anything on you? So was it worth it?
No. It was just keeping me busy, though. I liked that. Because,
Let me ask. Let me go to this one. One of the pain points she mentioned was that she has felt over time like she has such a mother role in the relationship. This is the reason why. Sometimes when you're drunk and you come home drunk, or you were just drunk and you have an appointment the following day, she literally helps you out of bed and makes sure that you've gone to work. There are days that has happened. Like, she feels like she has to do something for you not to lose out on some very important opportunities. And that is not her role. Can I explain what I mean?
Yeah.
Stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up. Stand up, Jackie. I want you to carry him.
Carry me.
He's too big.
Your glasses, please. But that's what you do. He's heavy, but you keep carrying him. I wish if you had trousers, I would have told you to just go there and squat with him on your back. But now that, let's just say, just carry him. I need you to carry him.
But I'm heavy.
You just carry him. Just carry him. You fall together. 1, 2, and then it happens again. 3. She gets so tired. She gets so tired. She gets so tired, and then she has to carry you again. Carry him again.
What?
Yeah, that's what happens. And then she carries you again. She takes responsibility of you. She's tired. She doesn't know what to do, but you keep going back to the same space. So there's some patterns you have to break so she can stop getting tired. Have a sit.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, it really makes sense.
Yeah. She's getting tired of repeated patterns. And it's not her responsibility to keep carrying you. And it's not her responsibility to be a mother. I was telling her, she enables you to do some things. Because why is she calling you to go to work? Why is she waking you up to go? You're a man. It's your responsibility. You're a man with a vision. And a man without a vision perishes. A man without a vision is easily influenced.
Yeah. Well, that issue of the mother issue, I've had it before in my life. I didn't have it with my previous marriage or any other serious relationship I had, but there's someone I dated a while back, and I remember first and foremost, she was older than me, and she looked exactly like my mom. I remember I saw her on the 30th, on New Year's Eve, and I approached her. And, I was used to women hitting on me by then. Funny enough, I think I can count how many women I've hit on, like her and probably the mother one. The rest are either hookups or they hit on me. And I approached her and I gave her my number. She didn't call me for 4 days. I was losing my mind. Then we dated for too long. But I can feel her pain now.
Has he shared his vision with you?
Quite a bit, I think. Is it? Enough, or is it all of it?
Keep doing it so that also she can hold you accountable to it. And because of your children, you won't be that person as well, because we want your children to grow up and find a father who is really a visionary and who really means when he has to go to work, he shows up for work. When he wants to make this amount of money, he makes this amount of money. When he gets 1.7 million, he doesn't, a father who did it before but learned, figured his way around, navigated his way around, and is now extremely responsible, someone they can look up to and be really proud of after everything.
Chains are breaking now. Yes, they are.
We've never had a major issue with infidelity. Yeah. Basically.
What do you mean major? Is it
I know, yes. As in, well, there's a moment we were not together, so that didn't count because we were not together.
You're talking about who here?
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah. So that didn't count because.
Was the time you'd taken a break or you had disappeared? Did you
No.
Or was it a break?
It was she broke up with me. I can't remember what I'd done. I think that bad mouthing or something.
Yeah.
She got really pissed. She broke up with me. She was hurting. I was hurting. So did you ever discuss I think we did. We did. What the other person did during that time. If we go back together, we forgive one another, and so it really doesn't count. We were not together.
That is good. How do you feel when
Okay,
when he
I'm going
talks
to comment
about it.
about everything you've talked about, but first of all, I want to say that you deserve a rose flower, because nowadays, at least, you do not flight, you fight. You used to be a fighter. Nowadays, you sit back and fight. That's a really
Oh,
good
peace. White again.
thing.
Yeah.
So here you go.
Yeah.
Thank you for not, you don't run, you don't flight, you actually sit down and fight. That is amazing.
I had actually thought about that, but he doesn't disappear anymore.
He doesn't. He used to disappear for
Yeah.
5 days. I used to go crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
I
It
see
used to
what
be
you
5
mean when you
days, 6
said
yes.
you're patient.
Yes, he used to disappear for 5 days. I used to go nuts.
For being patient.
It used to be so terrifying.
Yeah, it
Thank you. It
does.
used to be so terrifying. Thank
It's
you.
so cute.
It was so terrifying.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to the when you talk about finances, this is one thing that really hurts me, and I keep on telling you, I don't know how you're ever going to change it. When it comes to, it's not your things, it's not my things, they're our things, and there's not. It's basically every other day that you will always get late and always remind me, this is mine, that is mine, this is mine, that is mine, and most of the times I don't even argue with you, because you know what, I'm not up for an argument at the moment. But I want to tell you, but eventually when I sit down, it hurts me, because I've also put in a lot into this. It's not only you working, I also work a lot, and I really work hard. So it's both of us putting in so much work into these things. And it really hurts me when you keep on saying, this is mine, that is mine. What are you telling me? No, that is mine. It is. Yes. But basically, I know that we can discuss through it and talk about it, because, as I've told you, we shall converse. What else have we discussed?
I want to know if he got you right.
Okay.
Yes. And,
What did you get from that?
It's something I've done in the past severally, and I'm sorry about it. It's I don't know. It's whether something is upsetting me or I'm just drunk, and I just remind her of the physical assets that they belong to me, and if she wants to leave, she can only take her clothes, and it doesn't make sense because she's put in so much effort, both physically, financially, psychologically, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So it's not mine. I used to grow my house, my rules, my car, my phone that I bought you, my TV, and it really hurts.
It really hurts her.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about that. So it's I don't know whether I'll get a flower for this, but I nowadays I found I don't say they are mine. I say they are ours, because I tell people that the home belongs to the woman, just like the marriage is for both of you, but the wedding is hers, And having the custodian, I'm just a head, so I just head. So now they just say, hey, yes, your car, your house, your.
No, you don't deserve a flower.
Let me tell you something
Yes.
now.
I should say our.
No, you don't.
Say
you
why.
don't deserve a flower. Yeah. You don't
Let
deserve it.
me tell you something. She's hurt by the words of your mouth, by what you said. It pained her. The thing about words is you hardly forget unless one is totally repentant. To just clear this once and for all, and to make sure that this never comes up again, and so that you do not also say that again, I'd want you to ask for a proper apology, or I don't know. What do you think you should do? Because a flower is not even, as in you need to be very genuine here. You need to address that issue, and with her, sort it with her now.
Jacqueline Wanjiku Njoroge. Hi, Nathan Mwakemani. I'm sincerely sorry for repeatedly pointing out that this is my house, this is my car, these are my electronics, that you put in so much effort to do that. Just give me a chance to never say that again.
How?
Only time is a healer, because it's not the first time I'm apologizing, so I'm only asking you to give me time.
To work on it. Maybe the best thing would be to say, give me time to work on myself, to be the man that will not tell you, point out that things are mine, because I know they are ours. So maybe you can say, no, repeat your apology, do it again with that knowledge.
Jacqueline Wanjuko Njoroge. Hi, Nathan Mwakimani. I am sincerely sorry, and I request that you give me time to work on my flaws, like saying things are mine instead of things are ours. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And what do you say, Jackie?
That's okay. I will give you enough time to work through it. Time will tell. Okay? Sawa, sawa.
You were just simply expressing how you feel you've shown up as a husband. And the things you're proud of, and the things you're guilty of, just like any other person, because we are not perfect. Show me one perfect person. Only Jesus was perfect, right? So you come as a package with your strengths and weaknesses. And so I would love you to read that out to her, and she would love to know how you feel in your role as her husband, and what is happening inside you as far as that is concerned.
And just go ahead and read it.
Yeah, just go ahead and read it. And if she feels like you deserve a flower, she's just gonna go get a flower for you. She'll alert me and get you a flower.
As a husband, I'm proud I was able to dust myself from failed relationships and find love again. I'm proud that I'm faithful to my wife. I'm proud to be able to provide, protect, and penetrate my wife. I'm guilty of being irresponsible and choosing life of the
Nathan.
Those are everything I'm proud of. The rest I'm
Do it from here. Let her feel you. Let her feel your pride. Don't just say it like you're passing through. Just say it from the depths of your soul. And look at him.
As a husband, I'm proud I was able to dust myself from failed relationships and find love again. As a husband, I'm proud to be able to provide, protect, and penetrate my wife. As a husband, I am proud that I'm faithful to my wife. As a husband, I'm guilty of being irresponsible and choosing life of the party at the expense of my wife's happiness. I am guilty of being dishonest with my wife in one way or the other. I am guilty of frustrating my wife when I'm drunk. I am guilty of accusing my wife falsely.
Do you want a flower? Which one do you want a flower for?
It's okay.
You don't want a flower? You sure? You don't want a flower for any of them?
I want you to react to what he's guilty of. I'm guilty of accusing my wife falsely. Let's start with that one. What's your reaction on that? I think that is something you'd already mentioned.
Yeah, you'd already mentioned that, yes.
So it's cleared from your heart. It's clear.
Very clear.
What else is he guilty of?
Frustrating my wife when I'm drunk.
Yeah, that's cleared as well.
Yeah.
Tick, tick.
I'm guilty of being dishonest with my wife in one way or the other.
Where have you been dishonest? Where?
Like, for example, I probably I tell you I won't drink tonight, then I just I do it anyway, just hiding or or
I've gone to play 2 games.
yeah, I've gone to play 2 games and I come back in the morning.
Oh, I get what you mean now. I wasn't understanding it.
I've gone for a business meeting and I've just gone to meet friends.
Yeah. Okay.
And what do you say, Jackie?
I'm proud that you have actually acknowledged. The funny thing is, all of this, I had not read them before, so I'm actually proud that you actually have noticed it by yourself without me having to mention it. So that's actually really amazing. And everything is a work in progress, so we shall just work on it. Yeah?
Right. I'm guilty of being irresponsible and choosing life over party at the expense of my wife's happiness.
That's probably 50-50. My fault 50, but your fault 50. Because at times I'm the one who tells you to go out. I don't want to talk to anybody. Yeah, so we shall both work on that. Okay?
So meaning you'll be more accommodative to him at home.
I will try my best.
And as much, especially now that he no longer has so many friends coming over to the house, it can be different.
Yeah, I'll try. I promise I'll try my best. Even when you're tipsy and you want to have a story, I'll sit down and listen to you. Yeah.
I think she deserves a flower.
Let me get you. Or you get the flower. Make the effort.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look at you, lovebirds. All right. And what would you ask of Jackie? You have written down, you were very honest and authentic about this process. And that's a very beautiful thing. You definitely want to heal in, definitely. So it's clear. You're not bullshitting around. You're as real as you can get, and I love that. And so what would you want to get from Jackie? From now going forward. But before you do that, what's the commitment you're making to Jackie?
Right.
She wants to heal from those things. She's actually already healing just by you declaring the things authentically. So stand up and face, body language, totally face each other. Knees to knees. Knees.
All right. I, Nathan Kimani, commit to you, Jacqueline Anjikonjoroge, to listen to you, to hear you, to respect you, to be honest with you, to adhere to your advice, especially when it comes to alcohol, because I've drunk half my adult years, and it's something that has been in the family. And I'll work on it, and I'll commit to change, to ensure your happiness, to ensure I don't frustrate you, to ensure I don't embarrass you, to ensure I don't hurt you. To ensure your growth, your happiness, and I just commit my unconditional love to you.
Thank you.
All right, so that's really beautiful. What commitment, what change do you want to see from her? Yeah, what change would you love to see from her? What do you want her to work on?
You talked about the four.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
White
So
hearts most.
I'm thinking probably already delved into that.
White hearts most.
I would like you to be able to address issues and not react or hide them or act like everything is fine and then you bottle up and explode when I don't know what's happening. Yeah, basically. Because we already agreed on the time thing. Yeah, basically. to just continue being patient with me, honestly.
How is your sex life?
According to me also, I don't know about her.
All right.
You can't complain, really.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's not even a place to go to. That's bedroom affairs is sorted. All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So stand up and she can say something to you on regards to her being real and ready to discuss and not being passive. People who are passive just basically just freeze and they just don't want to talk about it. As in, it's called freeze. You used to have flight modes. She has been having the freeze modes where she just doesn't say anything. But then what happens later? Ticking bomb. So yeah, she needs to see what to commit to you and to work on.
Nathan, Moya, Kimani, I will try my best to always discuss when I have a problem rather than bottling it up and exploding at the end. Every time I have a problem, I will bring it to you and not to anybody else. I promise to also give you time and to listen to you and to give you attention whenever you need it, and whenever you cannot get it outside there, I'll be available for you. You're welcome.
This is one eye. This is
one happy family. Thank you.
Thanks for being on Freedom Lounge.
Thank you so much for having me. I really had a good time.
Yes.
Yes.
When you heal, we heal too.
Yes, thank you.
We're healing together.
Thank you.
I love to see love happening. So that was Nathan and Jackie on Freedom Lounge, where we experience healing together.